be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Steelers and the Packers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be...
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 60 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. You look at this Steeler defense. And they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
On now is the Packers punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Young. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This is taken at the 23. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steelers offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now back to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packers offense set to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Wiggles free. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fighting him off. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. Shaking every time he touches the rock.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run in not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Young. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. The big play to start him out has him at the 45. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
The Steelers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Steelers at 3-7 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On play action, they'll throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And a solid run down inside the 30.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And down to the 36-yard line here.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They're going to look to throw. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Now a first carry here for their running back. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. Stiff-armed him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll set up to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Back to throw now on first down.
Down the right sideline.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Porter. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And his kick here is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin just up the road right here in Florida, an AFC South matchup between Tennessee and Jacksonville. And it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the second quarter. The Jags locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. The Saints seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Dolphins trying to hold on and claim victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 38. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And bulldozing his way through.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hampton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle, but he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now back to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
2nd and 15. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Buying time to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the 1st down marker.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. And it's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Back to throw again. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They fell last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Holding. Offense.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken at around the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
The Packers ready to take over offensively.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives him a 3-point lead. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And they'll get him.
Inside the 30 at the 27.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. They work now on 2nd and 9.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the fourth quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
The Packers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
And he's going to have the Packers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move.
Holding. Offense.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
On now is the Packers punter, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And his his throw here is going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw again. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he fends him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. He'll look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
2nd and 10.
Now a give, right side. Caldwell. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And that's caught inside the 35.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Here's 1st and 10. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down.
Ball starts.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And this one is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So the Packers down by a field goal, 24 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe 2 more plays.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for the Steelers, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.